Freya, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hi, my name is Freya, and I am Kara's girlfriend. Nice to meet you guys.
Cool.
It's official, guys. I was waiting for this episode to announce it.
It is official, exactly. No. My name's Freya. I stream on Twitch, and that's pretty much me. Like that quite literally is what I do every day. So here I am.
Sorry, I was laughing because someone goes, and that is Ellum, Puffy's roommate.
And that is me, yeah. Yeah, by the way, as an FYI, the only reason Freya's even here right now is because I tried to troll her in Emma's chat, and then turns out she thought she was going to start at 9.
Hang on. Why is this being brought up?
Well, because I wanted everyone in the world to know, man.
No, so Cara, when you texted me last night, right, or like whenever it was, and said, oh, like it's from 7 till 9 or whatever, I thought, I for some reason read it as it starts at 9:30.
Is that why you text me being like, why does it start so late?
Yeah, that's exactly why I texted you saying, why does it start so late?
Then I just sent you a voice note like an hour ago being
like,
yeah,
and I didn't understand the voice. Well, no, that voice note I got, but the voice note that you sent me last night, when I said, why is it so late? I didn't understand that voice note at all, because I was like, that doesn't explain anything, but it's fine, everything's fine. So it was good that Josh came in and was like, oh, Freya, you're meant to be on a podcast. I'm like, right.
Nice. This has now happened with another one of our guests, so you guys are really just making this a tradition.
Really?
Yeah, Tubbo was like in the middle of a Minecraft dungeon, and his chat's like podcast, like.
Oh my god.
Josh had zero hesitation. No, if I see an opportunity, I go
Josh,
for it.
Yeah, Josh, you do it every time.
I go for it, you know?
Yeah. Also, for those of you who don't know as well, I'm also Josh's brother, so that's also a
You're my brother.
Fact.
You're his brother.
Sister.
Nice.
You really said that with your whole chest rest.
Side.
I did actually.
So
it's fine. Everything's
this
fine.
time, because I started 30 minutes earlier by myself and chat had to struggle alone with me, we came up with questions for you, Freya.
Ooh, okay, I'm ready.
I realized, although me and you are very close, intimate, some would say, there are some things that I don't even know about you that I asked Josh earlier. Like, for instance, I don't even know why or how you got into content creation.
Well, it depends. Wait, do you mean like streaming or do you mean like
any or all
YouTube?
Of it?
Well, she started on YouTube, right?
Yeah, I started on YouTube, but like not streaming. I was making videos. So this was like years and years ago. And I mean, for those of you who don't know, I date Josh, Zerkaa.
Not the Josh here. That'd be a very...
Yeah, that would be weird.
I'm his sister and her girlfriend, and he's my boyfriend.
Yeah, and that's like, he's the one who like segued me, I guess, because I used to be an estate agent before this, and then before that I used to work at Hollister. So I've done other things, like, yeah. And then I started working for Sidemen Clothing, and I was there for 4 years. And then I guess Sidemen Clothing is what segued me into making content creation, because then I was like surrounded by obviously creators and YouTubers and all of that stuff. And that's, I guess, how I got into it, like officially.
What content did you start making?
Like challenges and I don't really know how to describe that kind of content. Like just kind of
like
lighthearted. Yeah, kind of like Josh's channel now.
Zerkaa's, that's crazy, man.
No, yours, man.
Damn, that's crazy.
No, yeah, I was like doing kind of videos like that, which is, always like lighthearted and fun. And then Talia started streaming on YouTube.
Ew.
And yeah, well, streaming was just like never in my like horizon at all, because I was like, I'd never been on Twitch. I didn't have a Twitch account. Like I didn't know anything about Twitch. And then, so streaming, I always just put streaming, like you could only do it on Twitch or like properly on Twitch. So then when Talia started doing it on YouTube, I was like, oh, YouTube, I know YouTube. Like I'm familiar with YouTube. And so it was less scary.
Okay.
So I started streaming as well, like a few months after her, I think it was. And then I transitioned over to Twitch.
Speaking of YouTube, someone did ask when would are we expecting a main channel YouTube video ever again?
Freya? No
Maybe
shot,
the
man.
chubby
What do you mean,
bunny
no shot?
challenge
Don't test
in
me.
2022.
Chubby bunny.
There is no shot.
Whoa, there's
Well,
potential.
you don't-
I don't even know what the last video I made was on YouTube.
You know why? I think I know how much Freya hates YouTube, so that's
Well-
why I'm saying that. Not from like a platform basis.
Yeah.
She hates uploading.
I just hate doing it.
That
Yeah,
red meal
yeah.
bag.
Even like even uploading, because I do a lot of reacts on my Twitch stream, and I even hate posting that on YouTube because people have just got so much to say. Like people just literally just they're like, oh my god, she's so annoying. Fuck off. What do you mean? like what was that comment for? What was it for? Nothing.
I think I
It
said
just winds
this
me up.
the last episode to Josh and G that I find YouTube comments more offensive than like someone
too.
saying something in Twitch because I'm like, someone took the time to watch the
Yeah.
whole video,
Yeah.
dislike it, and write some dumb
Also,
comment.
at least I can actually like say something back. Like my mods are very quick. So like normally I don't see things, but if I saw something, I would just reply and be like, I'd say something back. And you can't do that on YouTube because it's like,
You just reply a day later, like.
yeah, and it's just like, no, I don't know. I think that it's so much worse in a YouTube comment than someone coming in a stream and saying something stupid and then leaving. I just think it's different for some reason. But
Well, now that you're an established streamer, how'd you
Yeah.
get into
Oh,
the
yeah.
variety gaming?
oh, okay,
Oh.
well, I started like I was solely like a DBD streamer, like Dead by Daylight, for those of you who don't know. And I would quite literally play that for hours. Like I would get home from work from Sidemen, and then I would hit live in the evening, and I'd stream to about like 1 a.m. And I'd be live for like 4 or 5 hours, and I would just play DBD and like every day. And then, I don't know, it got to a point where I don't know if people know about the DBD like kind of community. It can be kind of toxic, which I guess is the same for like a lot of games. And it started to like get a bit crap because I would get stream sniped a lot.
Oh.
And then I was like, do I want to
Really?
do this? Yeah, there was this one dude who was insistent. But then in like the post-game chat, he would type being like, you're so beautiful, you're so this, but he would have held the game hostage and like tunneled me for like all game and like made my experience so crap. But then he would just make all these really creepy comments afterwards, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to be here anymore, I'm good. So then I just started branching out to like other games, and
That's when
I'm
you were a
much happier.
YouTube streamer, right? As opposed to Twitch.
It was both. I started on YouTube, yeah, but then when I went to Twitch, I definitely done a little bit more variety, and then that's how I kind of like segued into like being a full variety streamer. But I'm much happier doing variety because I don't feel like pigeonholed into like one category, if that makes sense.
Yeah. When did you go full time streamer?
April 2020. No. Yes, no.
Really?
That's still fairly recent.
That's pretty
When
recent,
did
yeah.
I leave Sidemen Clothing? That's the
That's
question.
during COVID.
Yeah.
Well, no. So that's when I moved over to Twitch. But I don't know if I was full-time
okay.
streaming before or after the fact. I have no idea.
Oh, so you're still fairly new to streaming.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why I thought you were doing it for like ages.
Well, because
Oh
she's
my
a
God,
natural, man.
I'm just a natural man. Oh my God, Josh saying something nice? Stop it.
Twitch babies, you both are.
I know. No, actually are. Because Kari, you've been on Twitch for a hot minute.
2011.
Damn.
Not even when it was Twitch, just in TV.
That's actually crazy.
Sad, but yeah, crazy.
Nice. I think it's cool as hell. It's cool girl shit.
Right.
Yeah, cool girl shit,
Am I
man.
allowed to swear?
Oh yeah, full send it.
No,
Okay.
don't full send it.
No, I won't full send it, but I'll send it a little bit.
Send it. Yeah, send it enough.
Okay.
Well, what is your favorite content game for streaming? Oh, I might
Ooh.
actually know the answer to this.
Puzzle games.
Oh.
Or, yeah, like I
was
like
gonna
a
say
game.
Play-Doh.
Oh, Play-Doh. I thought you said Play-Doh. I was like, I've
Play-Doh?
never sat on stream and
Just
played with
Play-Doh,
Play-Doh.
Play-Doh. That would be the greatest stream. I can see that go live notification now.
Oh my
Today
God,
we're
stop.
making Play-Doh. You know what? You say that, but I'm pretty sure I went into... People do that. Like Joe Sugg
Do
does,
you
like, he do the Play-Doh streams.
I mean, I think it would be kind of
fun,
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, he made a Bart Simpson out of Play-Doh in it.
Sounds like a good time.
It looked pretty cursed, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Have you ever, both of you, ever eaten Play-Doh?
No.
Cara,
No.
I'm gonna ask you this once and one time only.
Nah, that's not weird. Thank you. Who hasn't? It's like a literal thing. It tastes salty. It tastes like pure salt.
I mean,
I'm starting to
Josh is lying.
understand. I'm starting to understand a lot about you now, Cara. I really am.
That
Because
should have
eating
been.
Play-Doh.
No,
Like
I
what?
wasn't like eating I mean,
It sounds like you
tasting-
were.
no,
It was salty.
Tasting it, not eating like the entire block of clay.
I would hope not, because you'd probably be dead.
Nah, chat. You know what I'm saying is true. Raise your hand if you've done it.
Chat.
Nah, they have.
I think you made this most sus thing with Play-Doh. Why would I make something
No, it's
sus
not
with Play-Doh, man?
I'm not being sus. I just think it's weird.
See,
Sam,
look, Sam,
what?
I nibbled on it.
Oh my god.
That still counts as eating it, though.
Lick some Play-Doh.
Great.
Anyway,
I've never licked
sorry
Play-Doh,
to
but it's fine. We can
interrupt,
continue. We can continue.
To interrupt your.
I don't know what else. Oh yeah, puzzle games. I like a puzzle game. I like horror games. Like I like a story game. Like, you know, those games that you just play once and then that's it. I
just
like
never play
playing
again.
through those games. Yeah, they're fun. But then I also enjoy collabing and like playing with like friends, etc. Like, you know, a bit of Cody's. Love that.
Ooh. Yeah, I heard today's the game was intense. I heard Josh screaming.
Today
Yeah,
was
it was,
rather
man.
intense. Yeah.
Because I gave the clue horse and Sophie chose reindeer, man.
Yeah, and she also chose senator, and apparently that was wrong. Centaur? Senator.
Like a senator.
Yeah, Senator.
Centaur.
Wait, what
And-
was it then for horse?
Well, I don't remember. It was something like vet. It was
It
like
was
vet,
stupid is what it
stable,
Fly.
fly, like a horse fly, yeah. And
But
that was it.
you said 4.
Yeah, because I accidentally clicked an extra one. But still, wouldn't change the fact that it was, why would you choose reindeer?
Why
Exactly.
wouldn't you choose centaur, man? Okay, look, we're not gonna go into this again. We're not. I refuse.
Speaking of Josh having difficulties with code names and something, have you found any difficulties in content creation? Like, what's the worst part of it for you? And the best part, I guess we'll also bring a light light side to this
What's
question.
the worst part?
What do you hate the most?
Oh God. The worst part of content creation. I'd probably say the pressure to always like be keeping up with what you should be doing. Does that make sense?
What you mean
Like-
in terms of hours or like in
No,
terms of...
like in terms of
Every
content,
day,
like being a
keeping it
streamer,
interesting.
etc. Yeah, keeping it interesting and being like, you know, and like building like a community is always like so important. So if you don't have that's always like a struggle. But yeah, I'd say like keeping up with, like, because you know I'm a boomer, man. So keeping up with the pressure and like
You're not a boomer.
keeping
Oh,
up to
yeah,
date
you
with
are.
what you should be playing. Like some people like are really, really good. Like Talia is really, really good at playing games that are popping at that moment. Like, so when there was, like, remember in lockdown when like COD was like huge?
Yeah.
She hopped on COD and she got really, really good at COD and she grew from that. When Animal Crossing was big, she hopped on that. She got really, really good at that. Good at Animal Crossing. Like, and like now it's like Overwatch 2. Like, she's just very, very good at like jumping on the games that are like doing well. And like, you know, like she's really, really good at that stuff. I suck at that because I'm quite particular of like games that I like and enjoy. So I feel like I hold myself back with that kind of stuff, you know?
I feel like though for you, if you played games that you didn't authentically enjoy, that would also affect your content because you.
Yeah, it would, which is why I don't do it.
That
But
was the
I
thing
do
that-
envy people who can do that.
I think it also depends on the sort of games you play as a streamer, right? Because, I don't know, for example, like Talia really likes FPS games, right? So she's always been like an FPS player. Whereas
Yeah.
like you haven't played like tons of FPS. Obviously you play a few now,
Yeah.
but you haven't like played loads of FPS games. So it might just be a
Yeah.
case of just like, I don't know, that one game just not being like, for example, God of War is a prime example of this. Like I know Aliska, was playing that. Did
Oh,
very
yeah.
well off of that. But I tried to play God of War and it just wasn't really my thing. I only played it for about 10 minutes, you know. So maybe just like different things to different people. I don't know. But...
No. You're right. But I'm just saying, like, I still envy like having the ability to do that, like to just jump from like the
Game
like
to game.
one popping game to another, because like obviously that's how you grow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I find that like hard because I'm there like, oh, I just want to play this cute indie game that no one's heard of. But like that's just what I enjoy doing. But I don't know. I don't know if I cuck myself doing that, or do you know what I mean?
I guess that means though that your community is there for you though, and not the game that you're playing.
Yeah,
They're not
for
following
sure.
a trend. They're following you.
Yeah, no, yeah, and I'm very, very grateful for the Frey dots. Big ups, whoop, whoop, whoop. But yeah, I'd say probably that. And then the best
is the money. No, I'm
no, genuinely, I would say the best is the community. Like, and I know that I sound like a suck ass, but high key.
farming Oz in the chat.
Shut up. High key, the best part of it, from streaming particularly, I know that you can absolutely have that, like the same thing on YouTube. But for me, I found a community on Twitch and like streaming. And like that was like, that changed everything, because then I was like excited to stream and I was excited to like see everyone in chat. And yeah, that's for sure the best thing for me.
Oh, so is Twitch your favorite social media then?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
You've asked this question every podcast just because of the whole Twitter blue debacle that Josh took part in.
What? Wait, what question?
What's
Blue.
your favorite social media?
Oh,
yeah, I mean, we kind of know Freya's take about Twitter blue. I feel like you could just assume her take.
What do you mean? You don't know. I'm a closed book.
You barely use social media, but you barely used Twitter before it was even this helpful.
No, I didn't.
So
yeah.
I can't see you paying an $8 a month subscription.
Why not?
Would you?
No.
No.
Absolutely not. Like, I don't like Twitter anyway. Like, I've made that very public. I don't like it. I think it's just so toxic. I think it's full of entitled people who condemn one person and then big up the next, even though they've both done bad things. And I can't stand the whole mentality of it. So, yeah, I don't really go on it much. I don't really tweet much. So you'll never catch me paying for it. Like, I would delete it if I got made to pay for it. I just wouldn't have it as a social media anymore.
See? And
there we go.
I told you.
I rest my case.
There it is.
I did indeed tell her.
You like Instagram though, right?
Yeah, I do like it. Yeah. For some reason it doesn't feel as toxic.
I don't really think Instagram is toxic though. Not in the same ways. It can be toxic in terms of like when people use, you know, from from a filtered point of view of people, you know, feeling bad about themselves because they compared their own lives to others or whatever.
Yeah.
But in terms of like, I think there's general comments and stuff like that. People don't really act like that on there. I think it's because it's more of a memory sharing platform, right, than like opinions.
But I would also say that you say about like, my life's not like that kind of thing with Instagram. Obviously, it's your platform. You can post whatever you want on it. And I feel like I'm like, especially on my stories and stuff, I feel like I'm quite genuine on my like stories, and I'll just say whatever or whatever. And people like just have to like deal with it. Whereas on Twitter, I feel like if you tweet something or like say an opinion, you're just full of it, like the comments are just full of crap. And I don't have to read my Insta comments, so...
Yeah, I think that's what it is, because on Twitter, it's literally directly off of the reply of your tweet, and everyone can publicly see it, whereas Instagram is just all hidden for only you.
Exactly. No one sees my story or replies apart from me, and even I don't read them, so it's good.
Well, I think it's because also it's more of a discussion space anyway, right? Like, obviously people don't use it as in that constructive way, but it's more of like it's meant to be more of like a news outlet, I guess. So people just kind of like use it in that way. But
yeah, for sure. Yeah. Wait, what happened with Twitter Blue? Is it been scrapped?
It's now a collector's item. So yeah, they got rid
NFT
of it.
now?
They got rid of it now. So the Twitter Blue check marks collector's item. Mm-hmm. I've done it. I knew
oh my god,
it was
amazing. Huge.
My question is though, are you still gonna be paying $8 a month for your subscription?
Naturally not.
Yeah, but then would you not just lose your check mark then?
If I stop
After the
paying
month?
it, for sure,
Well, that's
yeah.
what I'm saying. So how are you paying for something that then just doesn't?
Because it's probably if you signed on to it, then I imagine you'd probably then keep it. I don't know. No idea. I haven't got to that point yet, so.
Yeah.
Next
see.
month is just gone.
I'd be surprised if that was the case. I imagine if you opt out of it, you wouldn't be able to buy it again. But then, yeah, I think it would probably just be like one of those. If I was assuming, but I don't know.
Would you have paid for a car?
Absolutely not.
No, yeah.
Yeah, so.
So it's just Josh.
No, because for me, I think the whole thing's just a scam in the sense that I haven't seen a difference with it, like withholding like your tweets. Because I have an alt account that's not verified.
I think that was just marketing.
I think that was just a lie.
That was just a lie. That was just a lie.
No,
It
did
worked
not.
perfectly.
No, it
No, but
didn't
it
work.
did because people started freaking out.
No, because Josh would have bought it either way, regardless if that was even a
No,
thing.
I
As soon as he
wouldn't
heard that
have.
a check mark was available, that's
No,
what sold
I
him.
wouldn't. I would never have done such a thing.
My question
You
for
actually
you,
would've?
Josh, because in the last 2 episodes I didn't ask this, what would be your money amount that you'd be like, no, I won't pay this amount for it?
Josh, do you even use Twitter that much?
Not really.
Yeah.
To be
you
fair,
look
I
at
use it. I
look
use
at
it every
like-
now and then. I use it every now and then. I don't not use it. I use it every now and then though. What?
Man scrolls through Twitter like 85 times a day. Does
Oh
not
my
use
God.
it.
I don't use it that much.
Go look at your usage time on your phone for Twitter.
I don't. My phone's charging. I can't do that.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, see, phone's charging.
my
yeah.
phone's
What
charging,
would be,
man.
I'm
Well, then
saying,
you
what
better
would
go
be your
get it.
money amount? Like if they were like $20 a month, would you pay it?
No, not $20 a month. No.
No,
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 actually-
because I
actually
draw the line.
No, I
at
actually wouldn't. I wouldn't.
$9.
Look, I said before, the reason I bought it is because of the whole suppression thing. If that isn't the case, no, I don't need it. No, I don't need it. But from what I've been told, that was the main thing. But alas, this is what I've been told, man.
Right.
This is what I've been told.
Anyways.
Right.
So I don't know if you know Freya, but 2 days ago was me and Josh's anniversary.
I did know that, yes. And I know that you had a really nice celebration.
What the hell does that mean?
I was a little ill in the daytime,
She was a little ill.
but
Bless her.
anyway.
Oh, sorry, that's not where my head just went.
Someone asked me earlier in chat. You and Josh your Josh have obviously been together for like 11 years. So like, what's your secret? 'Cause most people don't make it that long.
Just kind of, just not, just
That was
kind of
depressing.
making sure that you don't see him that much, like keep him at arm's length, and then like just only let him in a little bit,
Okay.
and that's the secret.
That was not the answer I thought you were going to say. I thought it was going to be way less PG than that.
I'm PG.
Nah, you're not. You don't have to be PG. We all know you're not.
Yeah, but that wouldn't have been my answer anyway. That wouldn't have been my answer.
So you're.
Well, you know what?
you're
Carl
both-
probably doesn't actually know the way you two. I know how you and Josh met and the lore of Josh and Freya,
no,
but
they-
Cara
didn't
probably
they-
doesn't know it.
Weren't you in the same school or something?
No.
It's a party.
So basically, my best friend, Amy, went to the
Don't
same
know her.
secondary school as Josh. And so she was friends with Josh at school. And I was a bit of a loser in my school. I had no friends. So she would invite me to her house parties, like her friends' house parties at her school. And so I met all of her friends. And Josh was one of those people. But like, I don't actually specifically remember meeting this man. But we added each other on Facebook, apparently. And I was scrolling through Facebook, and I was,
man?
I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. I was scrolling through Facebook, and like he had like changed his profile picture, and I was like, oh damn, who's that? So I liked his picture, like just was like, oh, he looks kind of hot, and then I continued like scrolling, and then he popped up saying, oh, thank you for liking my picture, and I was like, you're welcome, man, you're welcome.
Nah.
And then he said, how are you? And I was like, I'm good, and the rest is history, man.
Man slid in with "Thank you for liking my photo."
Yeah. He saw an opportunity and he seized it, and I rate it.
What was he getting, like 2 likes that he noticed that he who looks through
Well,
the
yes,
likes
he
on
was. It
this?
was on Facebook. It was on Facebook. I think he had like 7 likes on that picture.
Did he
That's
just,
it.
did he, you know when you could poke people on Facebook, did he do
Oh
that?
yeah.
Like, hey, thanks for liking my
Hey,
picture.
reply to me. I was talking about this on stream actually. You remember like MSN? Do you remember when you
Oh
could,
my god,
do you
yeah,
remember
like
you
the
could-
knock.
You when you could nudge people and you know,
Yeah.
send like a freaking alert going, yeah. What a
Drive me
bizarre
mental.
thing. That was such,
Yeah.
such a random thing
It
to
was
add.
so
And
weird.
that's what worked for you. You were like, damn.
Yeah, that did work for me, man. Like, yeah, it was good. And that is literally it.
Kids.
That's the love story.
Now you know what to do. Just go.
Yeah,
slide into
but it
girls'
is kind
DMs.
of weird how like our relationship did kind of start through social media, even though like 11 years ago that wasn't
barely a
normal
thing.
at all. Yeah, it's kind of weird
Yeah,
that
that's what I'm
even
saying. He
happened.
was like sliding before sliding was really even a thing.
Yeah, man, he's a pioneer of the slide.
Pioneer.
Pioneer of the slide.
Well, Josh
Yeah.
also slid, so
No, I didn't.
right.
I didn't, man.
Just admit it, man. Come on, she's right here.
No, all I said was it was nice meeting you. It was a very
That
normal...
was that's a slide.
Nah.
goes on
That's a slide. That's a definite slide.
No, it was nice meeting you, and that was
Yeah,
it.
but you're
And
doing
then
that to open up a conversation.
no, just being
Yeah.
friendly, man. You know,
You didn't say that to me.
because we already knew each other.
I'm just saying that is a definite slide, man.
As Milk said, unmatched Riz right there. That's what I'm saying.
To be fair, Freya kind of put us together in a way. It was her birthday party.
You?
Was I thought no, it was. Oh
No,
wait,
it's
sorry,
fine,
you
I'm
mean
saying,
like?
I'm saying after birthday
Oh right,
party.
okay.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Yeah, but you weren't
Stop.
there.
What do you mean I weren't there? It was my birthday.
Yeah, but you weren't there though. You know, you were very drunk.
Yes, because it was my birthday. I did get quite battered that night. Like when I say battered, I was.
You were fine.
I was so mad. But you know, as I said, it was my birthday, so it's fine.
Oh, you were a queen that day.
Freya drunk stories? No.
No,
I don't have any of those.
We do have a few of those.
I have none of those. What do you mean?
Because you don't remember.
That's a violation. That's a violation.
But on a lighter note than Freya's drunken stories, you know, you have any projects coming up, Freya? Anything interesting that you might have in the pipeline?
Yeah, so basically I'm like starting my own business and I'm gonna open my own gym. I'm gonna do my own podcast. I'm gonna start my own animal sanctuary. I'm such an interesting person.
I've just seen Milk's message. Yeah, wait, Cara, I don't think you know this.
Bro, Milk, I was stood there for a good 10 minutes until I walked away.
Me and Chat, I'll explain it. So basically, right, me and Milk, I'm not sure, I think we maybe been in this the party after the
Also,
Sidemen
Milk,
charity
I
match for
will
about
just
5 minutes,
say,
right?
I will just say, Milk, that my dad was like, oh, that Canadian guy was lovely. So I will tell him that you were upset with me about that. I will tell him.
So basically,
will.
I go over to Freya and I start having a conversation, right? And Milk is also there. And then she goes, oh, can I introduce you to my brother and my dad? And we go, oh, of course. She introduces us, immediately leaves. So
It was not immediately.
So we are stood there just like, right.
Also, I will just say, Milk was chatting to my dad, you were chatting to my brother,
No,
I
I
was
was,
chatting
yeah.
to no one.
No one.
So there's literally nothing wrong
you
with
You were
left,
me.
looking
man.
for me.
I was. And you were nowhere to be seen.
Actually, I have a worse story when it comes to Freya's parents. Freya, would you like
Oh
to take
my
the reins as the more...
No, you
Nah,
tell
you're
it.
the more sober one in this situation.
This is really funny. So basically, at the Sidemen anniversary party, it was their 8-year anniversary, I think, yeah. And we was at the party. My mum and dad was there. Cara was
It
there.
was the vodka
we was all
launch,
there.
you know?
It was the vodka launch. They did launch their XX vodka. Big ups, big ups. Basically, I was chatting with Cara and I was like, oh my God, like come and meet my mum and dad because like they're over here. And she's like, oh my God, yeah, I'd love to meet them. She was a little bit, let's say, tipsy at this point. And the section where my mum and dad was standing was this. So like it like at this party, it had sections, and the section where my mum and dad was like this comfy, like cozy. It had like loads of sofas, loads of like chairs around, and basically there was a little chair in the middle of the room, and instead of walking around the chair, Cara decided to hop over the chair
In heels
and with a drink in her hand.
Why?
And her foot got caught on the stool, and she went face down on the floor. However, I will give her credit because she did not spill a drop of her vodka, not a single drop. And my dad and mum were like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" Like, my dad was concerned. My dad was like, "Oh shit, she's murked." And then Cara had to then stand up and had to then be like, "Hi, I'm Cara."
The worst part is I felt like someone,
It was so good.
like boyfriend being like introduced to the band for the first time.
Yeah.
I also didn't realize during this whole thing I broke a nail and was bleeding from my elbow, which I have a scar from that party now.
Yeah. It was traumatic.
Acted like nothing happened and was trying to have a casual conversation.
To be fair, my mum and dad have never forgot you. So there's
Your
that.
dad does bring it up at every event I see him.
Yeah.
So, but
And he's probably forgotten about me.
Probably, yeah. But Milk, he hasn't forgotten about you, but you're so upset that I introduced you.
He's not saying he was upset.
Yes, he is. That's exactly what he's saying.
He's saying he was upset
That's
with
exactly
you.
what he's saying, Josh.
He said he was upset with you for ditching us, man.
You literally, I had no one to talk to. I was stood there like, okay, well, Dad's
yeah, but
talking
you were
about
both
Canada.
talking to them for ages, so you clearly were enjoying the situation.
Oh no! Oh God, we've lost her.
What?
Your camera's gone. Oh no, you're back now.
What?
What?
Oh,
What?
hi.
On my screen, your camera just died.
she was-
No.
Yeah, you clearly were enjoying the conversation because you guys were talking to them for ages.
Yeah, exactly. You and my dad were chatting for a hot minute, and Josh, you were chatting to Josh for ages as well.
Yeah, Josh was chatting to Josh, and it was a great time.
Well, then, what is your beef?
There is no beef. I was just saying that you just wait. It was actually me that Frey went off to speak to. Exactly.
That's true. I saw
So
Sam.
it wasn't me, Freya.
Well, I didn't see you until later that
Right.
night. And I said to Sam that I'd meet, because it was me that invited Sam to the party, so I couldn't just like invite him and then like not say hi. So I was like, I want to go say hi to Sam. My dad is occupied, my brother is occupied. But clearly Josh and Milk were not occupied and they were upset.
No, they were great to talk to, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you did say, by the way, your brother's really nice.
Yeah, I didn't get to speak to your dad because Milk was just hogging him the whole time. I wanted a piece of
What
that,
is
you
this
know.
Oh.
They all want a piece of my dad, like, for some reason. Like, Sam is obsessed with my dad. Like, I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird thing. Amy is quite literally obsessed with my dad. Like, quite literally obsessed. Like, she's like, oh my God, Tony. Oh my God. Like, hi, I exist as well, man.
You okay, Freya? Is this the...
This is an
That came from a
issue.
deep place.
Yeah. It's just something that this has been on my chest for a long time. And I just wanted to bring it up.
This isn't a game, but it will feel like a game to you because, like, you know, you and Josh have a very love-hate relationship with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Earlier, someone in the chat asked that you guys say one nice thing about each other and all of us.
Okay.
What?
What?
You first.
No, you.
No, you.
No, you.
Bitch, you.
Well, there are many flaws Freya has, but I'm joking.
Right.
I'm joking. She's very funny, and she's also wait.
Sorry.
No, she is. You are very funny,
Okay.
but also if you didn't interrupt me, okay. All right, I was going to say that you're also a very good listener, and you're someone who I feel like I could confide in pretty much everything in my life.
That's actually really sweet.
There you go. And now you go.
I like your hair.
Right. Okay, I'll see you guys later.
No, I would say that Josh is like, I think for those like people wouldn't know it from his Twitch streams, or maybe they would, but he's a very sensitive person in a good way, and so he's very in touch. Sorry, hang on, I need to just get in focus. He's very in touch with his feelings, and so he's very good at articulating himself.
Why is Carl about to laugh? I can see it on your face.
Nah, I'm just smiling.
No, yeah, I just think you're a lovely person, and that's it.
And now Cara needs to say something about both of us.
Yeah.
I think I gotta go. Yeah, but I didn't give shit about me. What's
Just say you like. Okay, no, never mind.
But I like
Say you like my hair.
many things about Freya.
Ew.
More than just her hair. I think I very much respect you because you are a person that very much stands in your ways. And like even earlier, you don't conform to trends just to do it for the sake. You're very genuine and authentic with everything you do. And
Thank you.
you're a very forward person, so you say what you mean and you very much stick to what you say.
Thank you, Queen. I appreciate that.
And you're cute.
Oh my god. I think you're cute too.
God damn.
But Josh, get off the screen.
Okay, goodbye.
And Josh, I like the Garfield you have in.
It's
but
alright.
your
Yeah,
blog
that makes sense.
back
There he
back
is.
there. No,
It's great, right?
I like that you can make light of every situation. You have like a very positive view on like any challenging things, and you cheer me up when I'm down.
There we go. Look at this.
Wow.
The
Look at this,
wholesome-
so
the wholesome
wholesome.
trio
And I
right
didn't
now,
get
man. This is
shit about
crazy.
me from either one of you.
Well, you're just perfect in every single way. Quite
And yeah, you're just
literally.
perfect in every single way, like literally.
Excuse me. No, I would say that like you are a very reliable person. Like I know if I'm like, oh, Cara, do you want to do this? You'll be like, yeah, and then like you'll follow it up, and you'll be like, yeah, let's do this, and like I just feel like I can trust you with like a lot of things.
Oh,
So I'd say you're very reliable, and you'd always be there, you know.
I did reliably follow up on that dinner message you aired.
Look, this doesn't have to be twisted. You know, you could just leave it at that.
Well, rip.
Ooh, Josh, it's your turn.
Oh, I didn't know we were still going.
We're still going. We're taking it in turns.
I didn't know we were still going. Well, she already knows everything, man. I'd say this to her all the time about stuff I love about her.
We're waiting.
I'm not gonna say. I'm not saying this stuff on stream, man.
Well, he said she said she said it about you, so freaking say it, man.
All right. Why is Talia here now, man? This
Yes,
is insane.
Talia.
No, I already said this before. She's like the best person I've ever met in my entire life, man.
Aw.
And she's like my best friend, and
Stop
she's
it, 'cause
great.
I'm gonna
and I'm gonna stop now.
I'm gonna cry
There we
of
go.
jealousy.
There we-
Jealous tears gonna
there we
roll down
go.
my eyes. It's my wifey, you know. It's my wifey. That's very sweet.
Yeah.
Kind of cringe, Josh. Yeah,
Yeah,
Kinda
I
cringe.
wasn't really planning this on today's episode, honestly.
Yeah,
it was
Yeah.
what other pointers do you have? Who is your wifey? Yeah, exactly.
No.
Yeah, you got too many now,
No,
man.
Talia, you. I
You're a
meant
pimp.
you. And
No,
I'm right
No,
here.
Talia, you're assuming. Sorry, Frey, you're assuming Talia's talking to you. Who knows, man?
say more, you wait.
Okay, great.
Wait, what's a weddy?
Oh, it's a
Like a wet
compliment. It's
wipe.
actually something.
No. Yeah.
Because wet wipes are very soft and smooth, right? So they
Yeah, and
they make you feel
moist.
clean
Proper
and
moist.
like.
Yeah.
What other pointers you have? You got to have some.
I
more
would
in there.
like to say as well, that the reason why we're even talking about this is because I just have no projects.
No.
That's quite literally why we're talking about this.
No, because I was
really
actually
sad.
gonna segue off of that question that you then memed about, and then something else then came up. But someone did ask it earlier, and I was like, oh, that would be funny since they always like act like they hate each other in a love-hate way.
Uh-huh.
But because you don't have any project at the moment, is there any like
No.
not wait?
Yes, there is,
Hold
man. I
on,
already
man.
know there is.
But
No, there's actually not. There's
We've had
actually
our own
not.
discussions
No,
of
but
stuff
I'm
before.
saying, even if there's not, what's something that would be your end goal or something that you would like to achieve in the future?
I want to have a cat sanctuary one day. That's
Oh.
quite literally all I
And
want.
did you
is...
say you want like a candle store or something?
No.
Oh, not anymore? You've moved off of that?
No, because Josh put me off of that with his stupid ideas.
By the way, not me,
Oh,
just to
let's do
clarify.
a...
Not me,
let's...
not me.
No,
just
no,
to
no, my
clarify.
Josh. Oh, yeah, we do like a gimmicky candle just to get the customers in. I don't want to make a gimmicky product, okay? I want to make nice candles and that's it. I don't care about...
For the people listening that have no clue what she's referring to, we were at a dinner and somehow candles came up because I think Josh had a candle come out and Freya's like, I want to do candles. That's not how you sound, by the way. And he's like, oh yeah, we do weird smells. And Freya's like, no, I want authentic smell. And yeah, so.
Yeah. But it was just a whole thing. And I was like, I don't want to release a gimmicky smelling candle. It's just not what I'd want my brand to be associated with. But his point was like, oh, it would be like a limited edition thing, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I don't care, man. I don't want to do it. So now I just don't want to do fuck candles.
There's no other business you'd go into? No.
Genuinely, no. I'm happy just like doing my streams and that's it. Genuinely.
Would you ever retire from streaming?
Oh.
It's not something I've thought about
age?
in the near future, no. Like, not at the moment. No, because this is the point that I want to talk about. So, a lot of people are like, oh, like, would you stream when you're, like, 40 or, whatever age?
Mm-hmm.
And the answer is yes, because...
MILF. Sorry.
Yes, and also, it's one of those things where streaming is a very new thing. Like, it's still a very new job. Even, like, being a YouTuber or, like, a content creator is still, like, a very new thing. So it's growing with the people who started it, right? So, like, say, like, the Sidemen, for example. They've been on YouTube for years. Like, Josh has been on it since, like, 2009. And it's, like, why would he just stop because he's reached a certain age? Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
Do you think they
because,
wouldn't be
like, the
relatable
audience
anymore, though? Like, if you
But
were
then
a
he
kid, would
wouldn't
you want to
be-
watch a 50-year-old?
No, but why is it just kids watching YouTube?
Yeah. Well, I think
It's
the only
not.
thing, I think a lot of it depends on where you are in your life though, right? Because like by the time you're, I don't know, 40, 50, you never know, you could have a couple of kids by then, right?
Yeah.
And you
Get
could
them
have
in
a
on
cat
the
sanctuary,
streaming.
you know?
No, but then also, like, I think you have to remember that, like, our generation, like, yeah, like, the creators are getting older, but then so are their viewers as well. So, like, it's one of those things, like, you would just change up the content when you get older. Or, like, I don't know, like, I just think that there's a place on YouTube for older people, especially in the future, because they're the ones who started it off.
But
if that makes sense.
there are also just older streamers anyway.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I get it from like maybe it might be like a thing with like relatability maybe a little bit, but
No,
I
but
don't
then
know.
you'd be, that isn't your
Growing with your
audience,
fan
right?
base? Is that what you're
Yeah.
Yeah. Because people, like, right now, people who are like 50, yeah, like, they'll go on YouTube, but they won't really like have anyone particular like that they follow or whatever. Whereas when we're 50, YouTube will be hopefully like a very popular place still, but not only for young kids, it will also be a popular place for 50-year-olds because
because we were
that
aware
will
of
be
it.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will be us in the future. Does that make
What
sense?
would be the new
Yeah.
thing after that?
Oh yeah, maybe YouTube won't even be
Exactly.
around, man.
Exactly.
Who knows?
Elon Musk will just buy it
And
all
if
up.
that happens,
YouTube
then
Blue.
YouTube Blue.
The
Oh
only
my
way
god.
to log into YouTube is if you own a Tesla, and then that's...
Oh my gosh.
So you
Yeah.
would be a 50-year-old streamer?
If there's
Huh?
like
Oh, sure.
if I'm still being viewed, then I don't see why I'd stop. But like I don't know, because I do want to have kids, so it'd be one of those things where it's like I would just not be full time anymore. I'd just be part time.
Yeah.
Or like
I
I'd just
think-
do it for fun as opposed to like an actual career choice.
Yeah, I think for me, I feel like I think naturally, as kind of what you just said there, in terms of you just would, I don't know, as you get older, priorities change and like responsibilities grow, etc., etc., you probably would just maybe stream less. But I feel like everyone can always do it if they wanted to, you know, like whether you still always have that passion and love for it's different. But you know, if you do still like it and you still have time, then you can always just, you know, do a stream every now and then or whatever.
But it is one of those things though, whereas like us now, it's like, this is...
I'm sorry, I'm just imagining me being like, my 30th year anniversary of playing Minecraft.
Oh my God.
Or being on Twitch for 30 years.
Yeah. Why not, man?
I wonder who the longest streamer is like on the platform right now. Like,
why did my mind go to like the longest streamer?
The longest streamer.
I thought it went even somewhere further than somewhere else.
Oh my God.
Yeah, who's like the longest running streamer
Chat,
on Twitch?
Find that out.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Nah, don't.
How old is Sips? Because I know that he's a dad. I don't know how old he is.
Oh yeah, maybe Sips. I don't know actually.
No, there's no way.
No,
I mean,
there's
a
no
lot
way.
of dads on the platform.
Yeah.
No, but I mean as in like people who have streamed from, you know, when it started.
You mean like the oldest Twitch account?
Oldest Twitch account or like oldest
like
Twitch streamer? Who's still streaming now, yeah. Not like the first ever Twitch account, yeah.
Yeah. I have zero clue who that would be.
It's freyzplayz.
Never mind. This is giving me like the actual oldest age of a Twitch streamer. Was apparently born in 1930.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jesus.
1930.
Yep.
Junkyard.
That'd make him like 90, wouldn't it?
Oh God, damn. Nah, they did junk like that.
I mean, I don't know when Junk started streaming, so I have no idea.
Yeah, maybe that'd be a world record actually. But...
How old's Junk?
Should I find out?
Yeah, don't guess.
I don't want to say that. I don't want to say the wrong age.
He is. Sorry, I'm just. Wait.
Is it on like famous?
No, I'm just reading one of the. It goes. He was the oldest creature, being in his 40s. He's not. He's in his 50s, I think.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, it's soda
here we
poppin'.
go. 2015. Oh no, he's 50.
See?
7?
It's quite literally possible to be any age. Yeah, there we go.
It is possible
Living
to be
proof.
any age.
But it's living proof. Shut up.
Yeah, apparently it's Soda Poppin' is one of the oldest streamers, which I could see that. And he's still streaming World of
There we
Warcraft
go.
and whatever else he does these days.
Mm-hmm.
I guess
The thing is, I don't really know. Like, it's a hard question to answer. Because you're like, oh, like, do you have any future plans? At the moment, no. But then something could come up or, like, an opportunity could arise where I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll do that. I'll, like, give that a go. I just don't know right now because at the moment, I'm just happy streaming and doing my thing. But if it does ever get to a point where, like, I feel like I want to stop streaming, then maybe I would then look at other things to do. But because I'm happy at the moment, I've not really thought of anything else.
Any dream goals for you at Twitch? Any, like, follower numbers, sub numbers? No?
Yep. I'm a good guest to have on.
I'm a
really
guest.
good.
Oh,
No, but I don't have any like follower
I'd rather
goals
you
because
say that
like
than lie and be like, yeah,
I just don't really like. I care, but like I don't really care about how many followers I have.
Yeah.
I really don't.
You do, then you enjoy it, not because of like a numbers perspective.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Like I think I should
269K.
care, but I just don't.
I guess to wrap up today's episode on the topic of age and streaming and you saying that you'd want kids, would you ever steer or support your future kids into content creation? Would you want them to be content creators, or would you try to turn them away from that limelight?
Yeah, I don't see why not, but I would be one of those people who I would never like show my kid.
Yeah. No, I feel that. I feel
Yeah,
that.
I would
Yeah,
keep
feel
it
that.
like very private until like they could talk and give their own consent about wanting to be online.
Yeah.
But but yeah, if that's what they wanted to do, for sure. Because I'm not someone who has a lot of like education. So I would never be one of those mums or like whatever that forces them to get like amazing grades or force them to go to uni or like whatever, I would let them do what they want. I would want them to do well in school, of course, but I would never like try and force them into something that they didn't want to do. So if content creation was something that they did want to do, then sure, go for it, man.
Do you have a Freyz
Would you?
family page? No, I don't. I think because I got into it at such a young age. Like I was 12, 13. I don't even know if I was young enough to be on this platform. To be quite honest. I don't know, because I think being exposed to like a lot of the things that I was, and just kind of like the language and just the internet being how it is, I think I would
This
maybe
is the
put it
thing.
behind like a age wall.
Agree. Yeah, exactly. They'd have to be of an age where like, you know, they're an adult. Because yeah. But then you look at people like, I don't know, Tubbo and all that stuff who are like majorly successful. But obviously that doesn't happen to everyone. So that's
I think
also
that's
another
the
thing.
issue with it as well, is that everyone thinks it's going to happen to everyone. It's also just very self-destructive.
Yeah.
People in chat could be rude, or you're comparing yourself numbers-wise to someone else, and it becomes like a very self-esteem thing, so.
True. Yeah. Yeah. Facts. True that.
But I think that's everything for today's episode.
Nice. I hope that you learnt more about me, Captain Puffy.
I did, and I plan to learn a lot more off stream.
Wait, I do want just one question from Josh.
Yeah.
He just asked me a question.
Oh, we'll end this off.
Because Cara's been asking all the questions. I want one.
I think the Sidemen clothing stuff is actually quite interesting. So I'm going to spin back onto that.
Okay, what are you going to say?
What did you actually do there?
I would research products. So like I would find items to kind of bring into Sidemen clothing. So for example, years ago, it was like wristbands. So I would then research suppliers, get samples, get designs made up, approve them, order them, put them on the site. They would sell. Then I would also pack them like in the early days. So I would pretty much just do all the back end stuff. Like at the start, it was just me and Lewis like doing everything. So yeah, I basically done everything with him.
Oh. How did you find the balance between, because you were doing YouTube at the time when you were working there, right? How did you find the balance between YouTube and that?
It got to a point with when I first started working at Sidemen, I could turn up to work at like whatever time and like leave whenever. Like I'd turn up and do my work and then I'd leave. Whereas when we started hiring staff, we obviously had to have a kind of work day. So it would be from 10 till 6. So, and that's when I started doing streaming. So I would get home at like 7:30. And then I would eat, I'd go to the gym, I'd come back, and then I'd stream for like 4 hours or 5 hours. And then I would wake up and do it again. But then eventually I went part-time at Sidemen, so it was like a transition into streaming. But yeah, I would just make sure that I would go live for like a few hours in the evening after work.
Cool. So you used to mention you did a lot of those streams on YouTube, right, with like Talia and G. Right?
Yeah, well, yeah, I played like DBD and stuff. How
did you, because I've never actually ever asked this question to any of you guys actually. How did you actually meet those two? Like what was the bonding moment, you know? Like what was that? We're gonna get along.
We're gonna become the Powerpuff Girls.
Oh my god, ooh. I met G at the first Sidemen charity football match at the after party. I think we was like dancing and like we bumped when we were like dancing and
you punched her in the head.
Oh.
No. And then I was like, oh hi. She was like, and like G is like the most social person in the world. Like she can make friends anywhere. So we like started chatting and blah blah blah. And then fun fact, I woke up the next morning and I was drunk that night. I woke up to a text from someone called G. And I fully hid my phone. And I was like, who the hell is G? Like, have I got this guy's number? Like, what's happening? Because I'd never met someone called G. And I was like, she was like, oh my God, hi. Like, it was so good to meet you like last night. And I was like, oh my God, who is this? Like, I started panicking. And I was like, wait, sorry, who is this? And then she said, oh, it's G, like Georgina. And I was like, right, cool, girl's name, love that. So yeah, that's how I met G. And then Talia, people think that I met her through Simon, but I didn't. I met her, I think it was through G actually, because it was at a party. It was at a party. It was
not in the chat anymore.
Did you meet
It was
Talia
at a
before
party. She was seeing Simon.
Okay, so this was completely okay, cool.
Completely separate, yeah. And the first thing she said to me was, "Oh my god, your cheekbones are unreal." That was.
Oh my god, those cheeks are.
Oh my god, those cheeks are.
And the first thing I said to her, was, "Oh my god, your highlight is sick!" Like, because it was like back then, Talia's makeup was like, you know, it was like
Back then?
No, heavy. Like she done like a lot of makeup.
Oh, okay, you say that.
Back then she tried.
I know, T. I said that. I met you at that party.
There might be a mobile delay. She might be watching this on.
Oh, okay,
TV.
maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I said, oh my god, like your highlight is so good, like how? And then she said, oh, I use like setting spray, and then I put the highlight on top, so it makes it pop more. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And that's how I met Talia.
Oh, so
what
was
one of the first things Freya said to me?
Wait, I don't even know this, so I'm panicking.
Hi, Kara. I want to come to my birthday, and then turns to G and goes, I don't want any Minecrafters there, though. Not realizing that I'm a Minecrafter. And I'm like,
bro, you said this on your stream. No, man, you're gonna get me cancelled. Look, Kara's viewers, I love Minecraft fans. It's probably my favorite fandom that I've ever come across in my life.
But I was sad that.
Why are you sounding so sarcastic?
The best thing though is that I was sat there at the party being like, I'm not meant to be here.
No, yeah, because I didn't know that Kara was a Minecraft streamer at
Captain
the
Puffy
time.
was the same person. That was another awkward moment. Yeah.
I didn't know that either because you raided me, and I was like, oh my god, Captain Puffy, thank you for the raid. And you're like, Freya, it's Kara, and I was like, yep,
solid.
Nice.
Sorry, I cut off your question.
It was like a fat raid as well, and I was like, "Oh my god, Captain Puffy, thank you so much." And they're like, "Yeah, it's quite."
Oh my god, I'm such a big fan of you.
I watch your videos.
What was the So when you found out, right, that Talia and Simon were seeing each other, obviously, you know, you're dating Josh. What was the reaction like? Oh my god, this is like the best thing ever, or was it like?
Well, no, because it was like a segue thing, like because I knew Talia before, so and then I chatted to her a lot at Wireless, which is where she met Simon. So I don't know, it was like a progression thing. Like it wasn't like a moment where I was like, oh my god. It was just like oh okay, she's seen him more, blah blah blah. And at first, like it was like they were very very private, so obviously it was still like a low key thing. But yeah, there wasn't really like a moment where I was like, oh my god. You know?
Oh my god, double dates!
Because we weren't really friends before that. Damn.
No, we weren't.
Imagine if Freya was like, we were best friends, and Talia was like,
Oh.
yeah, we weren't friends at all.
We weren't really. I didn't really like her that much.
I didn't even remember her name.
for some reason I just assumed you. Oh, when did you two become closer then? Like when was like the?
Because there was like a little girl group. Like it was me, G, Nia, Emily, and Talia, and it was like us as a group. You know what I mean? Like it
Clearly
was like.
the other friends didn't make the cut because I haven't heard any of those names.
Wait, really?
No, you know Nia.
No, I've never met Nia.
Nia was
before.
at
Talia's.
Nia was at Talia's.
You know why I
Never met
know?
him.
Because
Never met him.
you were hugging her, and your Josh was there, and he goes, "Wow, she's hugging another girl, Kara," and I was like, "That's fine. She's a phase. Me and you
Wait,
are
I
forever,
met her?
Josh." No, not you, Josh. Zerkaa Josh.
Oh, good. Okay, good. Jesus Christ.
Fuck's sake. Yeah.
You know what? And Freya hugged her right in front of me, and then like looked at me just to like be like, And I was
Can we stop? Like, this is all private stuff. But yeah, that's how I met everyone, all the galleys.
Well,
I always struggle. I think I met you at G's apartment, but
Yeah.
I'm
I
assuming.
think you did.
I think it
I
was that
think you were
moment.
sat on the
I
sofa
was.
and I came in because I came to like grab something or like I left
Yeah,
something
you were
at hers.
wearing like your coat with your fluffy little ruffles.
Damn, she
Yeah,
she
what the hell
remembers
is
what I
this,
was
man?
I do
wearing.
remember.
You were in the
Black
fluffy little
coat.
ruffle and your
Couldn't
hair
tell
was
you
like
what
this.
Zerkaa was wearing, but I mean that's because I knew of like who she was, and I knew she was G's friend, and I was like, shit, I gotta make a good impression. And then she's like, yeah, those Minecrafters, and I was like, yeah, those Minecrafters. Puh.
No, only because G wanted like was gonna bring along like plus ones like I'm not gonna say any names, but like different plus ones.
Freya really just went, gee, I don't like your friends.
No. Like just no. Because after what happened at her birthday, that would not have happened if it wasn't for certain people being there, right? And I'm just saying, we all know that's true. Okay, so
Like Captain Puffy.
no.
Whoa. I did.
I feel very like I'm trying to get out of my chair. This is how uncomfortable I feel.
Just sliding off of the screen. Yeah, so who's your least favorite Minecraft?
Shut up. I'm not going there.
No?
No.
Oh wait, Freya, have you did Cara show you what G got her for her was it birthday? Was it
Yeah,
a birthday? It was a
yeah.
birthday present, right? Did you show her?
No.
Oh.
You want me
Do
to
you
go
wanna see
bring
one?
of them in?
Yeah.
Is it on your story today?
Yeah.
I saw that. It made me feel a little bit uncomfortable.
I'm gonna get
So-
it just so chat can experience it, and you can tell me how it
Right.
makes you feel.
I really like them. Can I
No,
point
they
out
made me uncomfortable.
how look at her duck on her chair.
Yeah.
Poor thing
Amazing.
has been sat on till it's gone inside out, man.
Yeah.
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 playing
I
co-
could make some comments right now, but I'm not going to.
For God's sake, man. She's gonna hear it anyway. You might as well just say it.
No. Good girl.
No, absolutely not. Oh, here she is.
What are you saying?
Nothing. man.
Nothing.
You judging my duck?
No.
Yeah.
No.
He's living a good life. He has my ass in his face every day.
Facts.
Josh should only be so lucky. Anyways. Nook.
Yeah.
He's,
Yeah, no,
you don't like it?
it just feels so wrong.
See, what is this? This is side duck.
Chat, how does this make you feel? I need your honest opinions. How
I
Turn
just
does
love
on,
this...
man.
Pokemon that much more.
Right.
It's got me feeling
Well,
some kind of
I
way,
have
you know?
six
You guys-
of them too.
You guys do enjoy
have
doing
what?
smash
Six
or
of them.
pass with
Oh.
Pokemon.
Sorry, I heard that completely different. Good
What,
God.
me?
No, not you.
No,
no,
I said I
her.
have
Oh.
6 of them, and I'm assuming he thought I said I have sex with them.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, admit it, Clara.
Looks buff
What?
like Elmira. Oh, well, I mean, that's exactly how I
who
look,
said
man,
that?
for sure.
Glasses, Jesus.
Yeah, I want Randy's opinion. He would love these. And you know what, Freya? I'm gonna get you some for your. No, if I got you like The Nightmare Before Christmas or Little Nightmares like ripped, you would love that. You'd be like, yes, please.
Wait, Little Nightmares. No, because they're like
Jack
children.
Skellington. Jack
They're like-
Skellington would
Okay,
just
well
wham.
then Jack. Yeah, exactly.
No, because he's a skeleton, and
yeah,
that's
but he
all
could
it.
be like big boned, you know,
I genuinely wouldn't like that.
or
So
maybe
please
like
don't get any.
a ripped giraffe.
No,
Who is your cartoon crush?
stop it. I know. I was waiting for that.
Wait, is it weird?
It's- No, because
You're
I
gonna say
know
something
it.
like Scooby Doo or something.
No, I already have it right here. And do you know what I think of him sometimes?
During what,
Yeah.
Freya?
Well, wouldn't you like to know? It's Kovu from The Lion King 2. And he is
that-
the sexiest lion you'll ever see.
What?
Kovu?
Kovu.
I think it's a Scar, someone like mysterious, which is Kovu.
Well,
Oh, here, I'll post
Kovu
it
is
in
his
the-
nephew. So
So,
Kovu is Scar's nephew.
are you saying that you'd make love to a lion?
Kovu.
Yeah, but he's a lion.
But he's also a cartoon.
But if he was here, right? Let's say he appeared in your bedroom, all
But
animated looking.
he'd still appear as a cartoon.
Yeah, but I mean, if it did it for you, then
Yes, I think I would.
what's yours, Josh?
I don't know, man. I don't look at cartoons and go,
No,
oh,
no,
yeah.
everyone has one.
Gonna eat you. If that's what you're into, then sure. That's absolutely what I'm into. Like, what do you mean? What kind of question is that?
Yeah, you definitely have one, Josh.
I honestly don't know, man. Kim Possible? I don't
She was hot to be fair.
Nah,
but-
Shigo is much better
She-
than Kim Possible.
Wait, who?
That's the villain girl.
What about Perry the Platypus, man?
Oh,
Why everyone
every
sleeping
day, all
on him?
Oh, absolutely. Shigo. Yes. She's in green as well.
The girl in Danny Phantom.
What?
Look, I was just Googling. This is so weird. This is so
Most fuckable cartoon character.
No.
Nah, not. Oh, the girl with the white hair, yeah.
This is
Maybe.
weird.
Anyways,
Anyways,
trying to think of a.
so
Okay, we'll end off on a good question. An
We're gonna
important
end off
question,
on
yeah.
that.
Yeah, no, a good one. Okay.
okay.
I'm gonna
okay.
give you. I'll give you 3 characters. Josh gives you 3 characters. You tell me smash or pass.
Okay.
Pumbaa.
No, we're just on the. Wait, sorry. Go, Karen.
Pass.
Okay, Josh.
I'm not. I'm still thinking of a man. Oh, I got him. Crimson Chin from Fairly Odd Parents.
Pass.
Okay.
Johnny Bravo.
Pass. Say Sully.
Mike Wazowski.
Pass.
I'm
Oopsie.
gonna assume Sully.
Smash.
Okay. I'll give you another one though. Danny Phantom.
I need to Google him.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you do that as like a pity thing, being like, yeah, I guess for him.
A P fuck, yeah. P fuck, for sure.
Josh, what's your final one?
Goofy. No, Garfield. Garfield.
You know what?
You should bring up the Garfield in the background.
I think I'd smash Garfield. You know that?
Yeah, right. Now that you
so
said
like
that,
he's so moody
you've
and
now
like
locked
just
it in. You have to look at what you're smashing.
yeah, man. I would. I genuinely
Is it
would
that
because he's so just like moody and mysterious, and he's like he has no time for bullshit, and I respect that.
And you're a fan of
Those
lasagna?
eyes.
Yeah, I know who he's looking at. That's what does it for Freya. That stare.
Death stare. Yeah.
Well, this was a very
Well,
weird way to end off the
yeah.
podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
It's good though. I
Definitely
enjoyed it.
stole another more than one question out of you at the end, but
It's fine. I had a
well,
great time.
thank you for being on the show, lovely. I appreciate you for
Thank
taking
you for
the
having me.
time. It's
Thank
been an
you.
honor.
It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.